Yeah, low budget. Yeah, low budget.
Listen, I understand what it's like to be obese. I understand what it's like to be morbidly obese. I also understand what it's like to just constantly eat my life away and not be satisfied. I know what it's like to constantly think about food. Tell me, girl, it is just genetics. You might as well just look forward to it, because if your mom, your grandma, your great grandma, and great, if all of them were, obese or morbidly obese, then more than likely you are going to inherit that. And in the back of my head, I was like, no, that is not going to be my story. And I knew one day that I was going to be able to change my life around, and I will not be considered obese like my family members. But I did not know how. So I tried every diet in the book. Honey, none of them worked for me. None of them were sustainable. None of them fixed the problem. You restrict, it is not sustainable. I never had an issue with working out. That was something that was in my blood. But I always knew that one day something was going to click and I would be able to lose the weight and feel great from the inside out. And then here we go. We have the GLP-1 medication. I was introduced to it in 2023. My life changed with the GLP-1 medication. I finally have my life back. I have balance now with eating. I can still eat what I want, but I don't have to overly indulge. I can eat things in moderation. Now I finally understand what moderation feels like. And I could never eat in moderation like the sweets. I always felt like I had to restrict so I wouldn't have it no more. But that's not how I want to live my life. I want to be able to enjoy myself hanging out with my friends and family and still get back on track with my goals. And with the help of the GLP-1 medication, I have successfully been able to change my life around and not have the food noise. So I highly encourage you that if you want to change your life and be on a better health journey, please click the link down below and join Mochi Health. And I have a special announcement because Mochi Health has now launched their oral GLP-1 medication. This is a 25 milligram oral GLP-1. When I tell you that this is going to be a game changer, especially for those who are needle adverse, honey, you can still get the same effects as someone like me who is on the injectable GLP-1. So make sure you click the link down below and you will get $40 off your first month's membership. I have a certified team of professionals who are readily and able to assist you 24/7. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much, Mochi, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. It is your girl, Tamika. She is Tamika and Tamika is she. Hey, she is Tamika and Tamika is she. Hey, she is Tamika and Tamika is me. As I was editing the Mochi sponsorship portion of the video, I realized I never did a video for the Mounjaro. I only did the injection part. So let's go ahead and roll the clip of me doing the injection, okay? Mounjaro, Mounjaro, Mounjaro journey, Mounjaro, Mounjaro, Mounjaro journey. All right, so what works for me is leaving the medicine out for about 10 to 15 minutes so it can get room temperature. And no, I do not use an alcohol pad. I understand that it's not good protocol. All right, so make sure you do what's right for you and don't do what I do. I find that when I inject without using an alcohol pad, that I do not have a burning feeling. So this is what I do for me, and this is what works. All right, so now that you saw that, that was quick, fast, and easy. It only took me like a minute to do that, all right? All right, so any changes that I've seen? No. If you are new to the channel, I am on Mounjaro 5 milligrams. I take the injections every 14 days. So my injection is just pretty simple. I'm just on maintenance. I'm no longer in a weight loss phase. I am just in a maintenance phase. I have been able to maintain 147, 148-ish for the most part, especially over the holidays. So thank God that I didn't gain any weight. I am able to eat more food. I'm no longer in a cut. So a cut is like a deficit. A deficit meaning that you are eating like a few hundred calories below your maintenance. I went over that before in last Sunday's video, I believe it was. You might want to check that video out. But yeah, I'm no longer in a cut. I can't remember exactly when I decided that I'm not going to be in a cut, but it was only like a week or two ago, right? I'm back to eating at maintenance. Do I count my calories anymore? No. I decided that I need to get back to maintenance because of the fact that while in a cut, I chose to be in a cut so I can lose fat around the abs. And in order to lose fat around the abs, you have to be in a deficit. And with that, with me losing fat, you can't spot reduce. I put a post up a couple of hours ago talking about that. And no, you cannot spot reduce your fat at all, even though you're in a calorie deficit. And where I thought I had muscle, aka the glutes, I really just had fat back there. So while I was in that deficit, I was losing fat in my glutes. I was losing more fat in my breast area. So if wherever you don't have enough muscle, honey, you really don't have no need to be in a deficit. Speaking to myself. So I should have been building more muscle, but I just wanted to be in a deficit because I felt like my stomach was just like protruding out, like getting a little bloated because I did a reverse diet a couple of months ago. But I should have just did some HIIT and just kept it moving. But you know how my brain is. So with that being said, I am back to eating at maintenance. My maintenance calories is around 2,000. I did discuss that last week. And I am doing this intuitively. Body fat percentage is 24%. Like, what am I doing? So if anything, I need to be building muscle and just eating at maintenance, not necessarily being in a full-blown bulk, meaning that I am 500 calories above my maintenance. That would put me at 2,500. Like, my stomach will explode if I was to try to eat 2,500. But I'm just trying to gain some muscle and get curves. And the only way to do that is to eat more food and fuel my body. Eat my carbs, but just not too much of the whole simple carbs. Because let's see, my injection days, okay? So I was taking the injections on Sunday, but for the past 2 injections or 3, let's just say the whole month of December, I have been taking my injections on Friday, but I just upload on Sunday. I found that what works for me. That is what is working for me. And what I've learned is that sometimes you have to keep things. Sometimes you have to keep things quiet to yourself until you feel comfortable and you're ready to share it. Then you go ahead and share it. But I also want to say that, you know, me switching up my injection days is really nothing. I mean, it's really not a huge big deal. It just worked for me to do it on Friday, so that way I have 2 days to edit the video and then it'll be uploaded on Sunday. But I just wanted you guys to know that. So if you have not watched my previous video that I did yesterday about basically my 2026 goals and what I plan on doing going forward, and that is basically focusing on strength. So you will see more vlog-like styles coming from me, and you will see those uploads on Saturday and then my injection videos on Sunday. So that is my new upload schedule. Is the weekend. The weekend is when you will see me